Okay.
All right.
Oh, just so Chastity's probably gonna come on and, but she said she's having some work done. So she'll just be recording and listening.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
Yay. Vanessa.
Okay. Hello, Vanessa. Let's get started. We will be looking at inequalities, number 3. And then later we'll look at number 4. So let me share my screen with you.
Thank you.
Okay. Number. Okay. Okay. Does everybody see the screen? Math inequalities. Quiz
Okay.
number 3.
Are you still on quiz number 3?
Did we finish 3? I don't think we did.
Oh, okay.
You finished 2. You finished number 2 last time.
Oh, because I
You can hear me, Miss Barbara?
Yes, I can hear you, Maureen.
Okay.
the one that I did is number 4. The one that I did is number 4.
I think that was algebra number 4.
Yes. So what?
No, Alva, you did algebra worksheet number 4, but this is math inequalities number 3.
Okay.
So you have 2 worksheets. One is math inequalities, one is algebra.
Okay, so it's the algebra I complete and send.
Yes, right. So let's look at inequalities, and you notice I have the symbols here: greater than,
Yes.
less than, greater than or equal, less than or equal. Now let's look at number 1. Which of these choices is a solution to this inequality, and how would you solve it, Alva? What would you do first? Let me just copy the inequality and you tell me what is your first step.
Okay.
We're solving the inequality, which means we're solving for C, right?
Yes.
Okay, what would you do first
Okay.
to solve for C? Remember, you solve these just like if it were an equation. So what do you do to both sides to solve for C?
Well, you'll have to bring C to both sides of the equation
No, you've got C over here on the left. You
Right.
really, you want to leave that C there, but how do you get those constants together, the -7 and the 8? We remember we went through some rules. If it's a subtraction,
You're gonna add.
that's right. So what do we add, Alba?
You're gonna add 7.
That's right. So we add 7 to both sides of the inequality.
Yes.
So if we do that, let's just we'll add the 7. So that's a plus, right?
Yes.
7. And then we add the 7 on the right.
Yes.
Okay. And what do we have left on the left side, Alba?
Okay. We have 0.
You have 0 and what else?
And the C.
That's right. And the C, because the -7 and +7 will give you 0. So let's just take it out because that's 0. We don't have to say 0 plus 0. And then what's 8 plus 7?
That's 15.
That's right. So let's just write that. 8 plus 7 is 15. Okay. Bring that over. And let's add them. So I'll just put 15 on the right. There we go. So that's your answer. So A, B, C, or D, Alba, which one?
C.
That's right, because C is 15, a positive 15.
Yes.
Remember, when it's positive, you don't really have to put positive. That's like default. Okay, so answer C. Any questions?
No.
Number one,
That
that
is
was
right.
okay. That was one that had just one operation, just subtraction, and you did the opposite, the adding. Remember, we
Adding.
went through some examples where we did
Yes.
addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division.
Division.
Okay,
Yes.
now let's go to one that has two operations there. Mercedes, how would I solve number two? You see that one? What is the value of C in this inequality? How do I solve that, Mercedes?
Oh, let me try.
Yes.
Um,
What do you do first?
first you're going to take away 3 from
No.
both sides.
No. What's going on the left side?
Or we have C minus.
10.
C
That's a subtraction, right?
Yeah, yes.
So you will do the opposite of the subtraction, which is what?
Subtraction is addition.
So what would you do?
We're going to add on both sides.
Add what?
3. No, sorry, 10.
Okay, that's right. Very good. You're going to add 10 to both sides. Okay.
Sorry.
All right. So let's do that. Let's take this inequality and add 10 to both sides, and then you tell me what's left. Okay, so I add 10. So that's plus 10. And then I add 10 over here on the right. That's plus 10. Now, Mercedes, what do I have left on the left side?
On the left side, you have C equal,
No, there are no equal signs here.
sorry,
What do I
Yeah.
have left on the left side? After we added the 10, what's left?
you have C minus 13. Oh, wait,
Where are you getting 13?
I'm sorry.
You can only combine
Oh,
constants,
shit, it's not,
right?
Yeah.
If they're, well, you can combine the coefficients of constants, and you can combine constants. And the constants here are the 10 and the 2.
Yeah.
All right. So what do
Yes,
I have
12.
left on the left side? Left side.
on the left side, you have C,
Okay. And what else?
plus
Plus what?
12.
Where are you getting a 12? I'm over here on the left side. I mean,
Okay,
because there's my inequality right here. There's my right side, 2 plus 10, and this is my
Yeah.
left side here. So what do I have left after you added the 10, after you added the 10? What happens to the
well-
minus 10 and the plus 10?
you get 20.
No, minus and
Okay,
plus are
okay.
the same. You get 0.
Okay, it's 0, sorry, 0,
Right?
0.
Minus plus of the same number or the same variable or the
Okay,
same
that's 0.
combination number variable. So
Sorry.
this goes to 0. So let's take out the 10
Yes. Yes.
and we have just 0, right? So let's take that out. Now you see you have C plus 3C. What is that equal to?
C plus C3, that's 4C.
Right, very good, Mercedes, because you just add the coefficients, okay? So let's put the 4C here. Okay. So this would be 4C. So I'll just put a 4 here. 4C. And let's take out the 3C. That bigger. Okay, so we have 4C less than 2 plus 10. Mercedes, what's 2 plus 10?
That's 12.
That's right, 12. So let's put 12 here. Take out the 10 because we added it to the 2. Now we have 4C less than 12. What's your next operation, Mercedes?
I'm stuck now.
Well, 4C is what operation? Addition, subtraction, multiplication, or division?
It should be addition.
No.
But
You-
ask me the question again. If you say
No, 4C is what operation? When you say 4C, is that addition? Is that subtraction? Or is it multiplication? Or is it division?
it's subtraction.
You see a minus sign?
No.
So what else? What is it?
Division. Then I'm just guessing because I don't get.
No,
I
no.
don't see
When,
that
remember
anywhere.
I said when you have a constant and a variable side by side, it's a multiplication. So 4C is equal to 4 times C.
Okay.
All right. You could put an asterisk here or you could put a dot, but 4C means 4 multiplied by C. So that's a multiplication. What's the opposite of multiplication?
Division.
Division. So what do I do with this inequality? What do I divide by?
You divide 12 by 4.
Both sides, you divide both sides by 4, right?
By 4.
Because remember to keep an inequality in balance or an equation in balance, you do the same to both sides, okay? So divide both sides by 4. Okay, make that bigger. Okay, now let's do that. So what do you get on the left side?
On the left side, I will get 3.
4C, no,
12 by
4C divided by 4. What do you get on the left side?
4C divided by 4.
Yes, and I'll just write it 4C divided
Oh,
by
0.
4. No, 4C divided by
1,
4.
1.
That would
One.
be 1, right? And that's let's put our less than. Okay, 4C divided by 4 and 12 divided by 4. Okay, so let me make this all bigger. Okay, so you'd get 1C or just C, right?
Yes.
Okay, so let's just get it. We'll get C. And well, let me just copy that over, then that way I don't have to bring a sign in. So you'll just get 1C or C. So let's just put C here because 4 over 4 is 1. So that's C. What do you have on the right side, Mercedes?
On the right side, I have 12 divided by 4.
Yes.
Which is the answer is supposed to be 3.
Yeah. 12 divided by 4 is 3. So we put our 3 here. And there's our answer. And it's A, B, C, or D. Which one?
The answer is B.
That's right. Answer
C equal to B.
C less than 3, which is right here. C less than 3. This is C greater than 3. This is C greater than or greater than a -2. This is C less than a -2. So answer B. Any questions? Okay, this is one where you had 2 operations, but remember now when you have 2 operations like here, and say if one is addition or subtraction and another one is multiplication, you do the addition or subtraction first and then do the multiplication opposite, which is division. If this were division, then you do multiplication. If this were adding, then you'll do subtraction. Okay, so when you have a combination, remember you do the addition or subtraction before you do the division or multiplication. Questions? Okay, let's go to number. You have a question, Mercedes?
No, miss.
Okay, all right. Let's go to number 3. Number 3. It's a word problem. Maureen, read
Yeah.
number 3 and tell me how to solve it.
State word of a birthday party for a feast of $130 plus $3 per person. If you can spend no more than $190 on your birthday, what is the maximum number of people who can attend?
So you notice here you have a variable cost of the party and you have a fixed cost,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
Vanessa, what's the fixed cost?
The fixed cost. Which one are we doing? Which one are we doing?
Number 3.
Number 3.
Number 3.
What's the
Oh.
fixed cost, Vanessa?
The fixed cost, one moment, the state of
Remember you have a
fee of 150, 130 plus
you have a
130.
That's right, fixed cost.
Yeah.
So the fixed cost is the fee.
Yes,
Fee of
130.
130. And then you have a variable cost. And Vanessa, what is that variable cost?
The very cost, that's 190.
No,
No.
that's what you're gonna spend.
Okay.
What's the variable
plus
cost?
$3 per person.
Right, the variable cost is $3 per person. All right.
Person.
Yeah.
Now your budget is $190. You can't spend any more than $190. That means
Yeah.
the sum of your fixed cost and your variable cost has to be, if it's no more than, it's got to be less than or
Less
equal,
than.
right?
Good.
So
Mhm.
Yeah.
let's put our inequality symbol here. We know it has to be less than or equal. So let's just put the inequality symbol. Now, our budget is $190. So that goes on the right?
Yeah.
Something's got to be less than or equal to 190. Alva, what should go on the left side? What must be less than or equal to 190? Remember I said that you've got a fixed cost and a variable cost, so you have to add those together. So tell me what goes on the left. What do you put here to add together?
The 130.
That's right, 130, and what else?
130.
What's the variable?
The variable is.
Let me put the plus. So what's the variable? Variable cost. It's right here. $3 a person.
Yes.
So how would I write that, Alba?
130 plus $3.
So okay, 3 times what?
3 times 130. 3
No.
times
Give me
190.
No, give me a variable for person. What variable you want to use for person?
Oh, per person.
For person.
Okay.
3 times, that's 3 per person. So it's 3 times the number of people, right?
Yes.
So just give me a variable for person. Anything from A to Z.
Oh, 3 times.
Well, put the most obvious one, P.
P.
To represent person, right?
Yes.
Person.
Right?
Yes.
Okay. because we're looking for the maximum number of people, and that's what P is, the maximum number of people that will pay $3 each plus the fixed fee,
Great.
130.
Yeah,
And the
130.
sum, that's right, the sum of that must be less than or equal to 190.
Yes.
Okay, Alva, what do I do first to solve for P? What's the first step?
Okay, so you're gonna bring it over to the left,
Bring what?
the 3P.
No, you gotta use some math terms here. Adding, subtract, multiply,
Oh,
divide. What do I do
okay.
first?
You're going to add.
Why you say add?
Okay.
Remember 130 is plus 3P, so that's an addition. What's the opposite of addition?
Oh, subtract.
So what would I subtract?
You're gonna subtract the 3P.
No. Don't touch the 3P until you do your adding or subtraction. So what number you see on the left that I want to get on the right?
Okay, the 3P.
No, the 3P is where it should be.
Yeah, the 130.
That's right. So what do I do with the 130?
Plus. So you're gonna put a 1?
No, it's being
150.
added. What's the opposite of adding?
Subtract.
So what do I subtract then?
You're gonna subtract 130 from
That's
130.
right. So I'm gonna
So it's
subtract 130 from both sides.
5.
Right?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, so let's just put here what we're doing. We're subtracting 130. So subtract 130 from
Both
both
sides.
sides. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so we subtract on the left and we have to do the same on the right to keep
Yes.
our inequality and balance, just like we do with equations.
Yes.
Okay, now Alva, what do I have left on the left side when I subtract the 130? What's left?
0
Plus what?
plus 3P.
That's it. Excellent. So since you say that's 0, so let's take our 130 out because we said it's 0, so we don't have to say 3P plus 0, right?
Yes.
Okay, what's 190 minus 130, Alba?
160. 190 minus 130. That's
Yes,
60.
60, that's right.
Yes.
So what we have here, let's just copy that and put out 60. Okay, so what we'll have is 3P less than or equal to 60. Now you can see your answer, right? Alba, what's the answer? If this is 60, what's P equal?
Where's the math we're doing? Oh, 60.
If 3P less than or equal to 60, what P is less than or equal to what?
3 is less than equal to 60.
Then P is less than or equal to what? That's a multiplication, so you're going to divide both sides by what, Alba?
By 3P.
Not 3P, just 3.
3.
'Cause you
3.
want P left. That's
Yes,
right.
3.
Divide
Yes.
both sides by 3.
By 3.
And
Yes.
that's going to give you what?
Okay, 3 going to 6.
Tell me what P is equal to, less than or equal to.
Okay, 3 is less than or equal to.
If you divide both sides by 3, P is going to be equal to, I'm going to just shortcut here.
C is 20.
That's it. Very good,
Yeah.
Alba. 60
Yes.
divided by 3 is 20. So
Yes.
this is 20.
Yeah.
And less than or equal, that means 20. The maximum number of people who can attend is 20. So answer. ANSWER. What was that? Was that C?
Yes.
Okay,
Mhm.
okay. Answer C. Okay. Go back. Okay. Yeah, C is the answer. So let me just go to the next. Okay, answer C, which is 20. Questions on number 3. Combination, just like one we had
It's,
earlier. Yes, Mercedes.
I'm sorry I don't catch on to from the subtraction part. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
Okay, that's okay.
I
No
don't
problem.
understand.
Okay, let's
Um,
go back here. You understand that that fee of 130 is a fixed amount, right? In other words, regardless of
Okay.
how many people go to the party, you're going to pay that fee of 130. That's why we call it
Yes.
fixed. And then the $3 per person
Yes.
is a variable cost. You pay that per person. So the more people you have, you're going to have a larger amount you're paying. But if your budget is $190, you've got to find what's the maximum number of people who can attend your party if you've got a budget of $190. And this is what this inequality says. 130 fixed fee plus $3 per person has to be less than or equal to 190. Mercedes, you following?
I'm following, but what I'm not following is
No, I just want to make sure you understand why we wrote the inequality like this. Do you understand that?
yes,
Okay.
but is that an example of the party cost, miss?
I'm
Because
sorry.
I'm looking at as is that an example of the party cost? Because if I look at 20 and I want to get back the say I want to get back, how do I get back
Well,
to
if it's
190?
20
Because 20 is
persons,
right.
what's 20 times 3?
20
Mercedes?
times 20 times 3 is equal to 60.
What's 60 plus 30? 130. 130 plus 60.
60 plus 130,
Yes.
that would equal to 190.
So you within your
So
budget.
that's how you do it.
Yes. If you wanted to
Oh,
check back, let's see if it's right. 20 people multiplied by 3.
yes.
Okay. 20
Which
times
means
3. I'm sorry, 20, not 29. 29, let's just say what I just write what I just said. 20 people times $3 per person equal 60. Okay. Add
yes.
that 60 to the fixed amount, which is 130, and you are within your budget because we said what? Less than or equal.
Okay.
You got it? So that's how you can check it. You can see if that 20 is right. You can also look at 15 and put that in and you'd get a different
Multiply
answer,
by
right?
3.
Mhm.
Then suppose the fixed budget was just 130 plus 3.
Suppose what?
The fixed budget was only 130 plus the 3.
If the fixed budget 130, you can't invite anybody, right?
Okay.
Yeah, if the fixed
Okay.
budget is 130 and that's an upfront fee, you can't invite anybody because the fee is your budget. If the fee is your budget, then you
Oh,
can't
oh,
invite anybody to the party.
okay. The fee is 130.
That
That is
means
for
that
for
no,
one person.
the 130 is not
Only for
based
one.
on people. If you have no people and you have $130 budget, then you have no people that you can have attend your party.
No, I'm thinking another way. I'm thinking that 130 is for one person.
130 is
So,
for,
yeah.
is a fixed
for
amount,
fee.
and it doesn't matter whether you have 100 people or 10 persons, you're gonna pay that
Okay.
upfront fee.
Okay, gotcha,
You
gotcha.
got it?
I got it.
Yeah, you're
Yes.
gonna pay that fee regardless. Okay? So if you make
Yes.
your budget the fee, then you can't have anybody attending your party because you have no money
Okay.
left, right? Because you got to pay
Okay.
Skate World $3 a person. So in order to invite somebody, you've got to have a budget bigger than the 130. You got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Any questions on number 3? Okay. Number 4 is a setup problem. Vanessa, what is the answer to number 4?
The answer for number 4. Let me
It-
see what it says.
I give you a chance to read it. We got popcorn and drinks. You see the popcorn cost, you see the drink cost, you see the budget, $24. That's all Jason has. All right. So which one of these inequalities would represent what Jason can purchase?
This is P.5. Which is a quotation.
The popcorn is $4 each. The drinks are $3 each. And the popcorn and the drinks must be greater than or equal to 0.
Is it?
Which one would you say, Vanessa?
He only has $24.
And he has only $24 that he can spend on his friends. Okay.
Yeah.
So which one would you say?
I would say C.
I didn't hear you, Vanessa.
C as in cat.
You said C as in cat. What does the
Yeah.
popcorn cost, Vanessa?
Let me see one more.
The popcorn costs $4.
Yes, well, C is not.
So
Yes,
it can't
C,
be. So
C
what?
neither D. Neither D.
That's
Let's
right.
see them up.
That's right. It can only be between A and B.
It's
Does everybody
A.
know why Vanessa said that?
I think so.
Do you know why? Why did she say that, Mercedes? Why did she say it can't be C or D?
I see. I think so.
Yeah. Oh, but tell me why. Maureen, why?
Because it is 4 popcorns instead of 3 popcorns.
That's right. See, it's $4 for the popcorn, and C and D has $3 for the popcorn. P is the popcorn, right? So you can like Vanessa say, you can eliminate C and D because they both have $3 for the popcorn, right?
Okay.
So now you're between A and B, where the popcorn is $4 and the drinks are $3. The budget is $24, right?
Yeah.
And that means you can't spend more than the 24. So what's your answer, Vanessa?
My answer is it's B.
That's right. Excellent. Okay. Answer B. In other words, Jason can't, whatever he spends, it has to be less than or equal to 24 because that's all he has with him.
Yeah.
All right. So answer B. Questions on number 4.
So, Miss, we would have to add up the amount of popcorn and the amount of drinks by the prices to get the sure of the answer, right?
No, this
It's
is just a
question.
setup. This is just a setup.
I know.
So what is your question, Mercedes?
I'm just saying simple that we would have to add up the amount of popcorn, say just guessing that there's 4 popcorns purchased and about 3 drinks purchased to get an idea of the cost. The right answer.
No, what could you put for P and D and get something less than or equal to 24?
What could I put for P and D?
Yeah,
I would first at
I mean
12.
the number, you'd put what?
12.
12 for P,
Yeah, that's 3
but
popcorn.
that's 48. I mean, no,
No,
you
I'm
mean
saying
right here? What would you put? What could you put for P, number of popcorns and number of drinks to get something less than or equal to 24?
I was saying I would put 12, which is 4 popcorn. No, 3 popcorns. 3 fours is 12, right?
Okay. How many drinks?
And then I would say about 1 drink is $3. So if I put 4, it will be equal.
Well,
But
it
I
said
could-
less
I
than or
could-
equal. So if you
Yes.
put 3, you get 12. If you put it for the P and you put 4 for the D, you get
Four.
12
again.
plus 12 is 24, and that's less than or equal to 24. That's why I said less than or equal. So if you had 3 popcorns and 4 drinks, you'll get this
Equal.
inequality. So you get it less than or equal 24, 12 plus 12. And since it said less than or equal, you could get a combination where you get something less than 24. If you
Yes.
made this like 3, that's 12, right? You made this 3, that's 12 plus 9, 21 is less than 24.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So, we would just ask for the setup because but if you just pick any numbers to plug in for the P and the D, that when you multiply 4 times what you put for P, 3 times what you put for D, and you get something less than or equal to 24, you have something that satisfies the inequality.
Yes.
All right. Questions number 4.
Oh, that's correct.
Okay, Alva, question?
That's correct, Miss Barbara.
Yes, okay.
I was looking on A, and if you bought 4 popcorns, that would be $16 for 4, which is $4. And three drinks would be cost
$3 each. So how many drinks would you put in there?
Okay, so 3. How much did drinks cost?
$3. The $3.
That's 9.
That's 9.
And 16. That's 20.
25, right?
Yes,
And
so
that's
it would be
greater than
more.
you're over the budget.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. But see, we're saying the 24, he only has 24. That means your inequality has got to be a less than or equal.
Less than 24.
Less than or equal, not a greater, less than.
And this is equal, so
that would satisfy it. 3 popcorns and 4 drinks would give you an equal 24.
You have to be focusing good.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're right. Absolutely. But this one was just a setup now. They didn't ask you to find, because they didn't really give you information about how many you bought. They just wanted to know what the setup would look like to stay within the $24 that Jason has with him. All right.
Yes.
Okay. Let's go to number 5. All right. No problem. Let's go to number 5. Maureen. How would I solve number 5? Tell me, what do you do first?
Okay, we set up like, okay, it's set up like that already, right? So what we would do, we will put 4.
What do you do first? What operation?
Subtract.
Subtract what? Subtract is right, but what would I subtract? That's it. Very
From
good.
both sides.
Subtract 14
from
from both sides. All right, so let's do that. Subtract the 14 from both sides. Put the 14 in, minus 14 on the left, and minus 14 on the right. Okay, what do I have on the left side? Left, Maureen.
4x.
That's it, 4x. Very good. Okay, so on the left, because 14 plus 14 minus 14 goes to 0. So on the left side, we can take, we don't have to put the 0. We'll just have, as Maureen said, just 4x. Now what 54 minus 14 is what, Maureen?
54 minus 14 is 30. 4
It's-
is
It's what?
40.
40. Okay, so everyone see 54 minus 14, that's 40. All right. All right, Mercedes, how do I solve for x?
Let me see. We're going to. Okay. My thing just, my screen just go blank a while ago. With back is back. Hold a minute.
Okay. Okay, how do I
Back
solve for
again.
x? What operation?
I would say addition.
Why addition? Minus 4x is a multiplication. Who has music going? Somebody need to turn off music. All right, minus
I don't
4x less than 40. What do you do next, Mercedes?
I think when divide.
You'd have to
4 by
divide
4.
because that's right, Mercedes, because minus 4x is a multiplication. So you divide both sides by what, Mercedes?
By 4.
Minus 4.
Minus 4.
Coefficient is a minus 4. All right. So if you divide both sides by minus 4, and let's just put minus 4 on the right and minus 4 on the left. So we divide both sides by minus 4. 4 and then minus 4 on the right. Okay. Now, what do I have on the left side, Mercedes?
When you divide by 4,
Minus 4.
you get 0 or x.
No, what's minus 4 divided by minus 4?
0.
No. When you divide by the
minus,
same number, you get a 1. Right?
okay, 1, sorry.
So it's 1
yeah.
x or just x.
Yes,
So
I did say x first.
this would be x. Okay.
I did say x first.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I didn't hear you. Why did you change? Mercedes, why did you change?
No, I was doubtful because I wasn't sure I was right.
Yeah, well, that's why, you know.
Everybody do that.
That's true. Okay, so you'll have just 1 x or x. That's right. So we'll just say x. And then 40 divided by minus 4 is what? Mercedes, what would this
10.
be? Plus
10.
or minus?
Minus.
Minus 10. Okay, now, when we divide or multiply by negative, what do we do, Vanessa?
When we what? Oh, you divide. Oh, you what you do the
What do you do?
You change the you do the reciprocal. So you move the 10 over and you change the sign.
No, what do you do? You have to
When you
reverse
Reverse.
the inequality sign. So what does this become, Maureen?
Oh, greater than.
Greater than. So we
Yeah.
have less than, so you have to reverse it. So let's get a greater than sign. Okay. I think I have one here. Okay, here's a greater than. So remember, when you divide or multiply by a negative number, you reverse the inequality sign. So this would be, instead of less than, it's going to be greater than,
Greater.
right? So let me put the greater than. So X would be what?
X would be equal, greater than negative 10. That's it.
Yes, yes, X greater than negative 10. All right. Whenever you divide by a negative or multiply by a negative, you reverse the inequality sign. Questions?
Okay.
No, miss, thank you.
Now, if you put the minus 10 here, right? Minus 4 times a minus 10 is a 40, and 40 plus 14 is less than, well, it's not less than, it's less than or equal to 54. Okay, let's look at number 6. Now, number 6 is a division. So opposite of division is what?
Multiplication.
Multiplication. All right, Vanessa, how do we solve number 6? Let me bring up the screen so you can see number 6.
I'm trying to remember to do this.
Okay, here's number 6. Now, number 6, remember, when you're doing a division, what do? Opposite multiplication. So how would you solve this one, Vanessa? What would you do?
How do you do this? Trying to remember.
Let's
Mm,
copy this if I can copy. Okay. Now that's a division. That says 4x plus 6 divided by 7 is less than 2. So this is a division. There's your dividend, 4x plus 6 divided by 7, the divisor. So opposite of division is multiplication. So Vanessa, what would you do? Multiply by what?
so
Vanessa?
yes, you multiply by. What do we multiply by? 7? No.
That's it. You're right.
7.
You're right, Vanessa. You multiply by 7 because that's what you're dividing by, right?
Okay.
So you multiply, or we'll say, multiply both sides
Not me.
by 7. Okay. Now, if you do that, what do you get on the left and what do you get on the right?
Both sides by 7.
Okay.
Okay.
So this would be 7. Oh, okay. This would be, let's see if I can move this over. Okay, so if I multiply, well, this is, I'll just copy it over. 4x plus 6. Okay, get a less than sign, less than. Two. And this is over 7. So let me just copy it like this. Put this over 7. Put this 7 here. Okay. And then we multiplied this, both sides by 7. So times 7, and then we multiply this times 7.
Yes.
Okay, Vanessa, what do I get on the left side once I do that?
Okay. What do you get on the left side?
Copy this over. You tell me what's left on the left side.
If you do 7, so therefore you cross out the 7.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's right. I don't have the 7s
From
because
both.
7 over 7 is 1, right? So that comes out.
Yes.
And this 7 comes out, right? Because 7 over 7 is 1. And what I have left is 4x plus
4
6,
plus 6.
right? Now,
Yes.
what do I have on the right side? What's 7 times 4, Vanessa? I'm sorry, 7 times 2.
7 2 is 14.
That's right, 14. Okay, so now I have 4x plus 6 less than 14. What's my next step, Vanessa?
Okay. So 4x. So you still. So you divide now.
X on both sides.
No, something you're gonna do before that.
Oh,
That's an
so
add,
using
4x
6.
plus 6. So what do I do?
Yes.
What operation?
Minus.
That's it. So subtract
Subtract
6.
6 on both sides.
That's it. That's right. So subtract 6 from both sides, and let's just do that. Let's take this inequality and subtract 6 from both sides. Okay, so this would be minus 6. And on the right side, minus 6. So Vanessa, what do I have left on the left side?
On the left side, you only have 4. You only have 4x.
That's right, perfect. So let's just copy that over, take the 6 out because plus 6 minus 6 is 0. So we'll just have 4x left on the left side.
Left side.
And what's 14 minus 6, Vanessa?
14 minus 6.
Subtract 6 from 14, what do you get?
6 from 14.
8.
8.
8, that's right. So I have 4x less than 8. Okay. Now, Vanessa, what's the answer?
So now, therefore, the answer is it's 4x.
So what operation do I do here to solve for x?
You have to do division.
That's it. Divide
4
both sides by 4, right? Divide both sides by 4. Okay. And that would be x. Let's just divide 4x by 4. You get x, right?
Yeah.
So this would then be x. You take the 4 out because 4 over 4 is 1. What would I have on the right side, Vanessa? 8 divided by 4.
4. 8 divided by 4.
2.
2.
Yeah, 8 divided by 2. 4 by, yeah, 8 divided by 4 is 2 because 2 times 4 is 8. So that would be 2, right?
Just X.
Okay.
2 is greater than X.
So what would be the answer?
Would the answer, would it be
It's listed on 2.
2? Yes, that's what I'm telling you. X.
A, B, C, or D?
Vanessa. I'm not seeing the answer.
Oh, they're up at the top.
Oh, it's above. Oh, yes.
Right here.
Above.
Yeah.
Yes, it's C.
C.
Answer C. Any questions on number 6?
It's a little hard to work, but
Yes,
Well,
it's true.
Get
well,
it?
this one now, remember we went through division examples and divisions, the opposite is multiplication. This is division by 7, so we have to multiply both sides by 7. And what we have left is 4x plus 6. 7 times 2 is 14, so that'll be 4x plus 6 less than 14.
So that, okay, so 2 is lesser than.
So it's really 3 steps here, right? First, you see a division, so you do a multiplication, right?
Yes.
And once you do that multiplication, what you have left is 4x plus 6 less than 14. Now you see there's an addition over here. 4x plus 6 is an addition. So you have to subtract, opposite of addition, subtraction. Subtract the 6. And then once you do that, you have 4x less than 8. Now you have a multiplication, and now you do a division. So you're really doing what? You're multiplying, you're subtracting, and then you're dividing. So this one is like a 3-step process.
That's what makes it hard, Miss Barbara.
Yes.
Because you have to be changing.
Well, number one, when you look at something like this with a division, right away, you know, you've got to do a multiplication, right? Because the opposite of division is multiplication. Now, what are you going to multiply by? The same number that you're dividing by. That's, you know, the same number that's here in the divisor. So whatever that divisor is, that's what you multiply by. The divisor here is 7. So you multiply by 7. And then once you do that, then you put your expression here. Now you've got an addition.
Okay, so that is it.
Then you do the subtraction. And then once you do that, you still have a multiplication here. But here, when you get here, actually, you know the answer because only one number times 4 gives you 8, and that's 2, right? So right here, you know your answer. Just mental math. Only one number you multiply by 4 and get 8. So you know it's a 2.
Yes.
But knowing whether it's plus or minus. But since you're only dealing here with plus, then this 2 would be plus. So the one where 2 is plus is C. Questions number 6. Go through that one step by step, but there's a system to this, right?
You're saying, although the sign change, you still multiply with the same.
Yeah, well, Alva, the thing is, whatever you dividing by, and that's you multiply by.
Yes.
So if you divide by 7, you'll multiply both sides by 7, right?
Yes.
And if you multiply by 7, something divided by 7, that will give you 1. That's like 7 over 7 is 1. Well, right here, let me make this let me make that an asterisk so you don't get the X's mixed up. Okay, I'm using the asterisk for multiplication because I have an X here as a variable. So 4x plus 6 over 7 multiplied by 7. Remember, you can use the dot, or you can use the asterisk, or you can use the X for multiplication symbols. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So just there's a system to this. Like I say, whatever the number you dividing this being divided into something, that's the number you're going to multiply by, or whatever the divisor. And that's the divisor is all the ways the one at the bottom, right? So whatever that number is or that variable is, that's what you'll multiply by. Okay. Got it?
Yes, Miss Barbara.
Okay. All right. Let's go to number 7. Number 7. Number 7. Those were some extra credit problems. Maureen, how do you solve this one?
Okay.
Well, actually, we've got I've got the inequality set up for you.
Mhm.
Does anybody know why this is 18 plus 11 lilies times 11 lilies less than or equal to 40? Why is the inequality 18 plus 11 lilies less than or equal to 40? Mercedes,
Oh.
why is this inequality match this problem?
I'm just looking through it, miss. I'm not sure. I'm reading it to understand it.
Okay. Jeanette has $40 to spend on flowers. So you know $40 is her budget, right?
Yes.
She wants
Yes.
to buy roses for $18 and spend the rest of her money on lilies. We know what the lily flower costs, $11. So if $40 is all she has to spend, then our inequality has to be a less than or equal to 40, right?
Yes.
Now, Mercedes, why do I have 18 plus 11L?
Whenever you may pause, my screen go blank all the time. I don't know why. But it came back now.
Okay. Why do I have
Yes.
18 plus 11L on the left?
Well, I think 18 is the amount for the roses.
That's right. Perfect. What's the 11 for?
For the cost of the lilies.
Right. And what's the L for?
The L is for lilies.
That's for the number of lilies, right?
Yes.
At $11 each, you'd have to find 11 times the number of lilies to find the cost of the lilies, right? That she buys. So you limited the number of lilies you can buy by having the 18 added to it, and that has to be less than or equal to 40. Now, Mercedes, how would I find the maximum number of lilies she can buy? In other words, how do I solve this inequality? Tell me.
I can try. First, you're gonna take away 11 from both sides.
Nope.
No.
No.
You don't touch that 11 because it's a constant, it's a coefficient and a variable. That's a multiplication. You don't touch that until you take care of whatever else you have to do. And the 18 is an add. So what do you do, Mercedes?
Use the 18.
What do you do?
Subtract 18 on both sides then.
That's it. Very good. Subtract 18 from both sides. Okay, now let's just do that. Okay. Okay, so that's let me put 18 plus 11L. Oh, this is, let's see, 18. Okay, this is, okay, let's see. Okay, let's see if I can do it this way. 18 plus 11L minus 18, because we're subtracting the 18 from both sides. And let's copy our less than or equal sign. Less than or equal to 40. Now, Mercedes, what do I get on the left side after I do that subtraction?
On the left side, if you subtract 18 from 18, it will be 0.
That's right. So what do I have left?
11L.
That's right, 11L. So let me just put that here and take out the 18. It's 18 plus and 18 minus 0. So I have 11L, and now I have to do that 18 on the right side. So let's do our subtraction. What's 18 from 40, Mercedes?
That would be 22.
22. So let's just copy that, 11L. Okay, so that's 22. So you see the answer, right? Mercedes, what's the answer?
You have it. Yeah, I don't see the answer. Yeah, on the other
No,
side.
no, I'm saying from what I wrote here, you could tell me the answer.
Yes.
If 11L less than or equal to 22, what's L equal to?
Sorry. It's equal to 22.
No. How do you solve this inequality for L? What do? What do, Mercedes?
I'm not sure.
11L is a multiplication, right? So what do I do,
Yes.
Mercedes? What operation?
Divide.
Divide.
That's right, Alba. What do I
11.
do?
Divide.
Divide by
Divide.
what?
Gonna
11.
divide 11.
Divide both sides by what, Alba?
Both sides by 11.
That's right. Both sides by 11. Mercedes, you see that?
Yes.
Yes, because 11 times L is a multiplication, opposite division. Divide both sides by 11 and you'll get what? What's your
2.
answer? You'll get 2. That's right. So what's the maximum number of lilies you can buy, Mercedes?
2.
2. The maximum you can buy is 2. So let's just copy that here and take out our 11. 22 divided by 11 is 2. So the maximum number of lilies you can buy here is 2. Okay.
Yes.
All right. That's the maximum number. You could buy 1, but they said the maximum number.
Okay.
How could you check it, Mercedes? How could you check it?
This one I will know how to check it back.
How could you check it?
Unless I'm going to multiply. No, I don't know if I check it back. I don't know to reverse this one.
Alva, how do you check that 2 is correct?
Because each one of the lily is for 11.
Okay.
And if you have $22, 2 times 11 is 22.
That's right. And if you add that to 18, it's equal to 40, right?
Yes, yes.
That's how you can check it, Mercedes. You can put the 2 right here. 2 times 11 is 22, added to 18, and that number is 40. And we said less than or equal to 40, and it is equal to 40. You couldn't buy 3 because 3 would be 30. That's right. That's right, Albert. That would be 33 and 18, which is greater than 40. Right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. Let's look at number 8. We're over on the other side. Pablo makes $300 a day, works 20 days a month, fined $20 every day he is late. How many days can he be late if he wants to make at least $5,910? Now, at least means it's got to be what?
Greater, less than,
no,
greater.
No, at least. What does at least mean?
Well, it got to be greater or less.
Greater or less. So we need our greater So
Or
let's,
less.
yes, let's put
Yes.
our symbol here, our inequality symbol, and it's going to be a greater than, let me find a greater than or less symbol.
Greater is
Okay.
right.
This is greater, and this is
I need
no,
a
we
symbol
don't have it
greater
yet.
than or less. Well, I know I have them at the top. Okay, greater than or equal. Here we go. Greater than or equal. So let's just put our symbol there, and then you tell me what goes on the right and what goes on the left, Alva. Okay. So I'll put my symbol here. You said greater than or equal, and you're correct. So let's put greater than or equal. So let's just put our symbol here. Now, so what goes on the right, Alva? He wants to make at least what?
$5,910.
There we go there. That's what he would like to make. So that's what we put here on the right. 5,910. Okay. Now, how much is he making?
He's making $300 a day.
And he works what?
20 days per
Okay.
month.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we need that to put how much he's making, right?
Yes.
Okay. So on the left side, how much he's making? And I'll just
300.
300. Okay. Times 20. Right? Now,
Yes.
how much is he fined for every day he's late?
It's $20.
So is that added or subtracted to his money?
It's subtracted.
That's right. So that's minus $20, and that's per day. So we can say let D equal days. So that would be 20 times D, right?
Yes.
Okay. There's our inequality. 300 times 20 for the amount he makes minus $20 for every day he is late. Now let's solve this for D. So Alva, what do I do first?
Okay, you're gonna multiply,
So
but you're gonna
right. Yeah, I'm gonna multiply. That's in parentheses.
Yes.
So what's 300 times 20?
3 times 2 is 6.
1,000.
Alva, what's 300 times 20?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
No, all you have to do is put 3 zeros and 2 times.
Yes.
Alva, make it simple for yourself. Just put these 3 zeros and multiply 2 times 3.
It's
So what do
6.
So what do you get?
600.
3 zeros. 3 zeros.
6,000.
Yes, because you have 3 zeros, right?
Yes.
So
6,
this is 6,000. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So that's 6,000 minus the $20 fine.
Yes.
Now, Alva, how do I solve for D?
How do you solve for what? D?
D, number of
Okay.
days he can be late and stay within this 5,910.
Okay, so
What do I do first?
you'd have to subtract
That's right. Subtract what?
the 20.
Nope. Don't touch that 20D. That's a multiplication. It's got to be a constant.
Okay, you're gonna subtract the 5,910.
No.
No, subtract 6,000
Yeah, Vanessa. You
on both
subtract.
sides.
Yeah, subtract 6,000.
From both sides.
Yes, from both sides.
Okay.
Okay, so put that in, put the 6,000. Tell me what you get. Okay, let's put that here.
So,
And subtract the 6,000, put on the left side, minus 6,000.
yes.
And on the right side, minus 6,000.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay, Alba, what do I get on the left side?
0.
Plus what?
0 plus.
I get a 0, 6,000 plus and a 6,000 minus. That's 0.
Yes.
What do you have left? You have that minus 20D, right?
20.
Yes.
Okay, so let's take that out because that's 0. We don't have to put the 0 here. Okay, Alba, what's 5910 minus 6,000?
Okay, I would say, let's see. 5,000 is one.
Remember your signs.
Yes, minus.
5910 subtracted from 6,000. What do you get?
6,000. Okay.
Alba, 5910 subtracted from 6,000.
So I would say that it left $90. 90.
So you got $90. Okay, and that's a negative, right? Because the bigger number is a negative. You have more
Yes.
negative positive. So that's
Yes.
minus 90. Okay. Now, how do you solve for D now, Alba? What do you do to both sides to get D?
Okay, you would have to
No. Minus 20D is a multiplication.
yes, so you have to divide.
So you divide what?
Divide 20 into 90.
Okay, divide both sides.
Side 20 into 90, yes.
By minus 20.
Yes.
Divide both sides by minus 20. So let's just take this inequality and put our minus 20 as a divisor on both left and right side. So this would be divided by minus 20. So let's put minus 20 on the left. And we'll put minus 20 on the right. Okay, so put the minus 20, and minus 20. Okay, what do you get on the left side?
0.
Minus 20 divided by minus 20, Alba.
That's 1.
A 1, right. So
yes.
we'll have what? What would we have?
Okay, so the minus 1.
Just copy this and you tell me what to write. So you'd have D left, right?
Yes.
Minus over minus gives what? Plus.
A plus. Yes.
Like signs, divide or multiply gives you plus.
A plus.
So this would be
a plus.
This would just be D, right? D.
Yes.
What's minus 90 divided by 20, Vanessa?
Minus 90.
Divided by minus
Divided by
20.
20. One moment.
Minus 90 divided by minus 20. What do you get?
One moment.
What do I get on the right side?
One moment. Let me get 90 divided by 20. Oh, 4.5.
Okay, so this would be a 4.5. Now, Vanessa, what do we do when we divide by
Miss, before you
negative.
continue,
Yes,
Miss,
yes.
before you continue, I got 4.28.
I get 4.5. 90
I'll do
divided by
that again.
20. 90 divided by 20. I get 4.5. That same thing Vanessa got. I did it on my
Okay, let me try
calculator.
again.
I did it on my calculator.
Oh,
Maureen,
I
you got
got 4
4.5,
I
right?
know why
Yeah.
Okay.
I got that too now. I know why I got the 28. I know why.
Oh, okay. All right. So it's 4.5. Now, Vanessa, what do we have to do when we divide by negative?
When we divide by negative,
You have to
What do we do to
you
the inequality, Vanessa?
okay, we reverse the inequality sign.
That's right. So instead of greater than, it's going to be less than or
Less
equal.
than.
All right. So let's grab this less than or equal sign and put it here. So it's less than or equal. So D would be less than or equal to 4.5. Okay. So what's the maximum number of days he can be late, Vanessa?
4 days.
4 days. You
4
can't round this up to 5. That's too many. He won't be within the budget. So
Yes.
4 days is max number. To be late. 4 days is the maximum number to be late. So the answer is what?
D.
D.
is in the
That's
yeah.
right. Answer
D.
D. Okay. Now you have to remember now when you round up, when you don't, because if you put the 5 days in here, he's not going to be able to make his 5910. Because remember, the bigger this number, then that means the smaller, when you subtract, then it's going to be small. This gets smaller, and to stay within the 5910 he wants to make, you can't put greater than. You can't put the 5. You could check it, put the 5 in here, right? 5 times 20 is what? What's 5 times 20?
$100.
5 times 20 is what, Maureen?
100.
What's 100 from 6,000?
5,000.
100 from 6,000?
No, so
100. She said it's 5,900.
5,900.
I was thinking about 1,000.
What were you thinking, Maureen?
I was saying 1,000 for 6,000. I was thinking it's just 100.
Okay. All right. So the maximum number of days Pablo can be late is 4
4
days. And so the answer is D. Any questions on number 8?
It's nice, but it's totally puzzling.
But remember now, when
Have
you
to go
divide
by
it by
step
the
by step.
negative, Albert, you remember
that's
now that rule we went through. When you divide or multiply by negative, you reverse
The sign.
that
Okay.
inequality symbol. So the greater than or less than becomes less than or equal.
Yes. Okay.
All right. All right. Now, okay. I think we can just do a bit of number 4. Let me just do a new share. Okay, number 4. I don't think we're going to. Maybe I'll just send you number 4.
I have number 4 already, Miss Barbara.
You have, well.
You did send out number 4.
Okay, you have number 4 inequality?
No, I have the
You have the 4 algebra.
Algebra, yes.
Okay. Now, number 4, well, I really want to get started on this because does everybody see math inequalities quiz number 4?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
And you see the greater than. I gave you a nice little reference sheet here, some of the things you see in word problems, when you see them, what they translate to. If you see fewer than, or if you see below, that translates to less than symbol. Okay. If you see more than or above, that translates to greater than. All right. If you see at most or no more than, that translates to less than or equal. And in Alva, you did this one where we said at least, no less than, that's a greater than or equal.
Okay.
All right. Now, compound inequalities, that's the combining of two inequalities, and they can be combined as and or. Now, actually, I need to spend some more time on this one. There's a problem I gave you on compound inequality on this sheet, but if you can figure it out, do it. If not, don't worry about it. I'll go through compound inequality with you the next time. All right.
Okay. Did you say you're gonna do a quiz on this one?
No, we'll have a quiz next time on inequalities, but it won't be on compound because we have to spend a little more time on that. But before we leave, I wanted to go to the algebra because Alva, you sent me that algebra. So I wanted to look at, okay. All right. Alva, you had this one correct. Does everybody see TASC math algebra worksheet number 4?
Oh, that's great.
Okay. Does everyone see this TASC math algebra worksheet number 4?
Yes,
Yeah.
Okay. Now this one you have another, it's sort of like the one where we had the fixed and the variable. The permit is $2.50. The ninth graders pay 75 cents. And the guest pays $1.25. 200 ninth graders are attending the picnic. Which inequality can be used to determine the number of guests? Now, the X is the number of guests, right? So Alva had this one right because she had, what did you have, Alva?
I have D.
She had 75 cents per student times the number of students, 200, plus the $1.25 times the guests, and that has to be what? You said greater than or equal to 250?
Yes.
Is it greater than?
It is. I pick D, Miss Barbara.
Oh, you had, okay, you had D. Okay.
Yes.
75 cents is what the students are paying, right? Plus, okay, 75 cents times 200 plus the $1.25 times X, and the money they need to raise has to be greater than or equal to 250. So that is correct.
Yes.
It can't be the minus, right? Because you're adding the guests plus the students. So that would be answer
D.
You had that one correct, Albert.
Yes.
Now 17. Now, if you have 3 children, I'll get you started on this one. I want you to solve it. If X represents the youngest child age, which expression represents the sum of all our children? But the ages are consecutive odd integers. Vanessa, give me an example.
Integers is all numbers, right?
Yes, that's right. Vanessa, give me the example of an odd integer.
An integer.
An odd number integer. Odd.
5.
5. What else?
7.
7. Now, notice when Vanessa told me 5, then she says 7. What are you doing? You're adding a 2 each time, right?
Yeah.
So if X, okay, X equal youngest child's age. Okay, that's X. Maureen, what would be the next child's age?
Next, that it would be 3.
No, no. We're not talking numbers here. We're talking variables. What do I have to add to X to get the next child age?
X.
No. What do I add, Vanessa?
You have to add X, 2X.
Well, X plus 2. Remember I said to go from one odd number, you're adding a 2, right? So you have X
Oh yeah, adding
plus
2.
2.
plus 2.
2.
And that would be and she has 3 children, right? So that would be equal to the next child age. All right. Vanessa, what would be the third child's age?
So you do X plus 2 plus 2.
That's right, which is X plus what? 2 plus
X
2.
plus 2. That's
4.
4.
That's right, X plus 2 plus 2. So I'm giving you what they are, and then you solve it. That would be the next child age.
Okay.
So you know what they are, right?
Okay.
So add those up and see. Tell me what answer you get. What answer you get? Somebody got it? Vanessa, what's the answer?
Okay. That's 4.
Now, so it's D.
6.
That's right. Maureen, you're right. X plus X plus X is 3X, right?
Yes.
And 2 plus 4 is 6.
Yes.
Okay, so
So your answer, you just had to add those up. Answer is D.
Well, I had that, but I guess it then. I work up now.
Well, Maureen, you know odd numbers.
You know something? I'm not good at working nothing that inside. I just could look at things and figure them out, but like to work them out, that's my problem.
That's all right, but you gotta kind of get a system. Just if it says let X represent the youngest child age, and
So
each time you're adding 2 to the next one, then you're adding 4. Just think if this was 1, 3, 5, right? 1, add a 2, 3, add a 4 to the 1, you got the next child's age, right?
Okay, so
I got to start thinking about that, right?
Yes.
So Miss Barbara.
Yes, Alva.
Okay. Why X is 2?
Why is it 2?
Yeah.
Okay, let's put some numbers here. Vanessa gave me some numbers that were odd numbers, right? She told me like a 5. Okay, suppose I put a 1, 3, 5, 7. Each time I'm adding 2, right?
Okay.
So Alva, so if my youngest child is X and that X is a 1 and I add 2, I get 3, right?
Yes.
3.
Yes.
My third child, I add 1 plus 4 and I get 5.
Yes.
If I had a 5th child, I would add what? 1 plus 6 and I'll get 7.
Get 7.
That's right. You got it?
Okay, yes.
Yeah, even our odd numbers, even our odd differ by 2. Like if they had said even numbers, you could have said 2, 4, 6, 8, but you still will be adding 2 each time, right?
Yes.
Got it?
Yes, Miss Barbara. Yes.
Okay, now let's look at number 18. Now, someone tell me the distance rate formula. What is distance equal to?
55 miles per hour.
No. Don't give me numbers.
Formula.
Give me the formula. That's right, Vanessa. What is distance equal to?
Formula.
Rate times what? Time.
Time.
And sometimes you see this is D equal RT. Distance equal rate times the time. So I'll tell you the steps to take, and I want you to solve this one. I'm not going to solve it. I'll just tell you. Okay. At a speed of 45 miles per hour and reaching the airport in 3 hours, what is the distance? You can find the distance to the airport.
It takes 3 hours at
45 miles per hour. So you can use that to find the distance from the home to the airport. And once you find that distance, then you can use this speed and that distance to find the time.
Oh,
okay, I'm underlining this. And if distance is equal to RT, time T is going to be equal to what? Distance divided by rate. Okay, so I'll just write it out, time. Okay, time equal distance divided by rate. So it's a two-step problem. First, you're going to find the distance, and you can find that by taking the rate 45 miles per hour and multiply it by 3. That gives you the distance. Then if he travels back at a 55 mile per hour speed, you can use that rate and that distance you just calculated to find the time. So that's what I want you to do for 18. Any questions of what I just told you?
Okay, you say you're gonna do the 3 by 45.
That's right, Alba. That's gonna give you the distance.
Yes, and then the 55 miles an hour.
You're gonna divide that into what you just got for the distance.
Yes.
Okay.
And so then you'll get the time.
Then you'll get the answer. Okay. So I want you to solve 18 and you can text me the answers for 18. Okay.
Okay. 3 times 40.
So you said 45 times 3?
And then
yeah, right here, Vanessa. Distance equal 45 times 3. Now you know the distance of Jonathan's home to the airport. And once you find that distance, you put it in this formula with that 55 mile per hour rate, and then you get the time.
Okay.
Okay, so solve 18, and before the next class, send me the answer. 18.
All right. Okay.
Okay.
All
now,
right. Yes.
Any questions on what you're doing for number 18?
Miss Barbara, that sounds like French to me. I'm not clear on that. For real, I'm telling you.
What's wrong, Vanessa?
I'm not clear on 18. I don't know how to. I know you said
okay. You're clear on the formula. Distance is rate times the time. In other words, miles per hour times time will give you miles. So this is going to give you miles, right?
Yes.
You follow me, Vanessa?
Yes, I'm following.
Okay. Now, if he drives back home at 55 miles per hour, how long to the nearest 10th of an hour did the trip take home? The trip to take home that it took him to get back is going to be the distance he traveled, which we calculated right here, divided by his rate of 55 miles per hour. That would give you his time in hours.
So you mean you got to do the time. You got to divide the time by the rate, or the rate by time.
I think you gotta multiply first, then you divide.
Yeah. Well, first you find, see, distance is rate times the time. That's the formula. Yeah. So the first step is knowing how much knowing his speed when he drove to the airport,
Mhm.
and knowing how long it took him to get to the airport, you can find the distance. That's rate
Yeah.
45 miles per hour
Yeah.
times the
Yeah.
time, the 3 hours. So
Uh-huh.
now you know the distance of Jonathan's home to the airport.
Uh-huh.
Okay, but when he went to the airport, he was in a rainstorm, so he traveled at a speed of
And if
45 miles. But coming back, his average speed was higher, 55 miles per hour. Now you know his rate, you know the distance from this step. You can find how long it took him to get home from the airport. Take the distance that you got here, divided by the rate, 55
I
miles per
see.
hour, and you'll know how long it took Jonathan to get back home on his return trip. Vanessa, you follow?
Yes, I think I can follow.
Okay.
Because
So
it's just like you multiply 3 times 45, huh?
right.
And then you divide what you get by what you multiply by 45. What is the answer for 45? You divide it by 55.
That's right, Vanessa. Exactly. You
Okay.
got it. And you're
Okay.
going to get one of those answers. Okay.
So you have to send it now?
No, you can text it
Mr.
whenever. You can text it whenever.
I sent you an answer a while ago, Mr. Guy.
Okay. Well, I'm not checking my phone while I'm on
On
here.
the phone.
I'll check it.
Okay.
I'll check it. I want you to send me the answer. And also number 19, combine, remember your PEMDAS, you're going to do your parens first. You're going to combine your X's, combine your numbers, and give me the value of X. Any questions on 19?
Did you send a paper to me, Miss?
Oh, you didn't get
send
this?
the paper to
Okay.
me, Miss?
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Oh, I don't know. I'll send this to everybody. Okay.
I'll check.
I have it already. So
Yeah, Alba has it. I thought I sent it to everybody, but I'll send it again. No problem. So
Wait,
this
Miss,
one,
what
number 19, I want you to text me an answer to 19. Now you've got to multiply and combine your variables and your constants and solve for the X. Anybody who does not understand 19.
What's the topic on this page, Miss, again?
It's math algebra worksheet number 4.
What's the topic on this page?
Number 4. I'll go back up this
number
up.
4.
Math algebra worksheet number 4. Okay. Does anybody does not understand 19?
I don't.
Well, I give an answer and I don't know if I'm right.
Okay. All right. Let me take 19. Get you started on 19. I want you to solve it. I won't solve it for you. I just want you to solve it. Okay. First, you've got to multiply 2 times x minus 4, right? What does that give you, Maureen? What's 2 times x minus 4?
2.
2 what?
2x.
2x and what else? What's 2 times a minus 4?
A minus 8.
Minus 8. Very good. Everybody following? We just multiplying what's outside the parentheses by what is inside the parentheses. Okay. So Vanessa, what do you get on the right side when you multiply?
Okay, on the right side is equal to 4 2's 8x.
8x. Perfect. Okay. What else do I get?
Plus 4 1's 4.
And what's that? That's a 4. Okay.
Yeah.
So I got you started. Now
combine the sign.
Yes. And what you're going to do is combine your X's, combine your numbers, and solve for the X.
Let me ask you this, Miss Barbara, because we are crossing over. Is there a change of sign, like from from addition to, from subtraction, or from negative to positive?
What do you mean?
Like, okay, like on our right, we have 8x plus 4.
Right.
Do we change the, what do you call it, the sign? Because we have positive 8x. and a positive 4.
Yeah.
And if we have to put the sign, what do you call it? Is a variable. You line them up in order because you would line up 8x plus 4, right? Over 2x. So would you get 10x?
No. You're going to combine these just like we've been doing with what we just finished with the inequalities. For instance, Vanessa, that you have a -8 right here. You could add 8 to both sides, and the 8 minus 8 plus 8 will be 0. And the 8 and 4 will give you 12. Then you can subtract the 8x from both sides, and you get what? 2x minus 8x. So you'll combine your variable constants, your constant variable combinations, and then your constants.
Yes.
You follow?
Okay. You said we have to combine it when we.
In other words, okay. Let me just, you can do it in stages, but let me just write what I'm saying here. Okay. When you have this 2x minus 8 equal 8x plus 4, right? Let me just put that here. Okay. Now, the key is combine all the coefficients and with the x,
the like signs,
right, and combine the constants. So there's more than one way you could do it. You could really subtract the 2x from both sides, and then you could subtract the 4 from both sides. Or you could do what? You could add the 8 to both sides. So it depends. Now, let me show you one way of doing it. You could take the 2x. Okay, let's just do this. Let's say subtract 8x from both sides. So you can do that. So let's just copy this over, and I'll put what I just said. Subtract the 8x from both sides. So this would be minus 8x minus 8x on the left, and minus 8x on the right. Everybody following?
Yes.
So minus 8x on the left and minus 8. Now this is going to cancel, right? So what's a minus 8x and a 2x?
That's a minus 10x.
No.
No, a minus.
Unlike you subtract. What is it, Vanessa?
You subtract, so you have a minus 6x.
Minus 6x, that's correct. You subtract, like Vanessa said, a 2x plus and a minus 8x. This will just give you a minus 6x. So let's just put that minus 6x, right? The 8x and a minus 8x, will just go to 0, right? Everybody following?
Yes.
This goes to 0, right? Now you have a minus 8, a minus 6x equal plus 4. Now you have your 6x over here. So you could just really add the 8 to both sides. 8 to both sides. I think you can continue from here, right?
8 to both sides.
Add the 8 to both sides. On the left, I'll just have minus 6x. On the right, I will have a 12, correct? Then solve for the x. Does everybody understand what I put for this one? Because I think you can continue from here.
Yeah.
Anybody who think they can't continue from here?
Should be.
I didn't get it up, Miss. Because I get a call from the office, Miss. So sorry.
Okay, I will send you this sheet so you can follow.
Please.
And
Thank
then
you.
you can add the 8 here. And like I said, if you add the 8, you just have minus 6x on the left, right, Vanessa? Because a plus
Yes.
8 and a minus 8 is 0. On the right, when you add an 8 and a 4 is a 12. Now you know how to solve for the x, correct?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so 19, I think we have and
You gotta do 18, 19, and 20.
and 20. Now, I'll get you started on 20. Now, X represents the number of cookies that Alice ate. Tim ate 4 more cookies than Alice. So Tim would be equal to X plus 4. 4 more cookies, right?
Mhm.
Bob ate twice as many as Tim. So what would Bob be equal to, Vanessa?
8. No, sorry.
She already said it. Thank you.
What would Bob be equal to? No.
Eight.
what would Bob be equal to?
Eight.
Huh?
You'd
Bob
be equal
ate
to 8.
twice as many cookies as Tim.
16.
No. You're
No.
not solving a number. You give me
Twice.
an expression.
Twice. So that's twice.
So you put Bob
Bob would be
equal
equal to
X
what?
plus 8.
No, Tim is X. X represents the number of cookies Alice ate. Look,
Okay.
Would be 8.
Yes.
number of cookies Alice ate. All right.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Now, so if Tim ate 4 more cookies than Alice and X represents Alice, Tim is X plus 4. Now,
Mhm.
now Bob ate twice as many as Tim, but Tim is a T. So Vanessa, what would Bob be equal to?
Or T plus.
Bob ate twice as many as Tim. That's a multiplication, right?
Yeah.
Maureen, how do you write twice as many? It's a multiplication.
2 times.
Oh,
2 times
go ahead,
4.
Vanessa. What would it be? 2 times what?
2 times 4.
No, Tim. Bob ate twice as many cookies as Tim. Tim is my T.
It's like
Yeah.
2 times. I may be wrong.
Yeah.
Okay, I said I'm using T for Tim. All right.
He eat 4.
And Bob ate twice as many cookies as Tim. How do I write that, Vanessa? B equal what?
B equal
Twice means 2. 2 times what?
2 times 4.
No. Tim is not a number. Tim
Yeah.
is a variable. Tim is a T.
So we will put, let's see,
What
Bob
are we
equal
gonna
to
and Bobby twice.
Bob ate twice as many as Tim. Vanessa, what would B be equal to?
Baby equals the
2 times
2.
what, Vanessa?
2 times X?
2
T.
times what?
No.
No.
How
X,
many 2 times
X
X? It
is the
gotta be 2
number
times.
Alice ate.
It gotta be 2 times 4.
No, a variable, Vanessa, a variable.
A very
I gave you T variable for Tim.
same.
So
Variable.
B would be
So you
equal
need
to
something.
what?
2 times.
2 times what?
Oh, T.
T.
Tommy.
2 times T. Tim.
T.
I've been saying it, but you guys are
Let's
not listening.
T equal Tim.
Well, Bob ate twice as many cookies as Tim. I said
Yeah.
that T equal to Tim, right, Vanessa? So Bob equal to T. 2 times what Tim ate.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now you've got this and you've got this. You should be able to solve it. Right?
Okay, we go from here.
Which expression represents the number of cookies Bob ate?
Okay.
Anybody have a problem of finding it?
I don't think so.
I think I pick an answer there. I'm not sure what I did. But I
Alva,
gave it.
Alva,
Yes,
I gave you T and
yeah.
I gave you Bob in terms of T, right?
Okay, yeah.
Now you want to find Bob. If Bob is 2T, Vanessa, right? T is this value. Multiply 2 times this value.
I got it.
You follow it?
Yeah,
I got it.
Okay.
Everybody got it? Text me the answers. Text me the answers.
Okay.
What did I say? 19, 18,
and 20.
and 20. 18. Text me the answers. 18, 19, and 20.
Okay.
Before the next session.
Okay.
All right?
All right.
Okay, so we're gonna leave here, and we went over time, but I just hope you learned something here.
Yeah.
All right, but I'll
I'll
send you this sheet, okay? So you can
Okay.
look over this sheet.
I
send it
have
right
it,
after-
Miss Barbara.
Yeah,
I
but
got it too.
I'll send you this with the explanations, the one we just went through.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Yes.
All right, so long, everybody.
Have a good
Bye-bye.
weekend.
All right,
Barbara,
you
have a
too
great
now.
weekend.
Okay.
Take care.
right.
Bye.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
All right.
All
Okay.
right. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Okay.
Everyone,
Uh-huh.
take care.